Thank you very much, and I thank the Greens for putting forward this matter of urgency. And it is a matter of urgency that the Parliament consider the state of the nation's housing woes. Now, the government brags that it's spending $43 billion on housing. It's actually more like $60 billion over the period of this government. And it's $60 billion for what? For what? I can tell you, it's fewer houses. Fewer houses than were built during the last government. So I wonder whether the government at times just imagines that the Australian people are all idiots. I wonder whether that's the thought that enters their brain. Because I don't think people are impressed with the bragging about how much money is being spent, because a lot of it's being wasted. And I think what people are looking for is government programs which actually build houses. I think that's what they want. And I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation. The taxpayers' funds, if they're going to be used to support the development of housing, would actually result in more houses being built. So the scoreboard shows that we're down to about 170,000 houses a year on average, which is down from 200,000 on average under the last Liberal government. The signature, so-called signature policy of the government, the Housing Australia Future Fund, been going for 2 years. It's got $10 billion, built no houses. It's been buying houses. You know, Mr Albanese and the good doctor, whatever he calls himself, turning up at auctions, holding out a paddle pop stick, saying, "Can I buy this house? I've got to put it in my future fund. I need to buy some houses because I couldn't build any." I mean, this is where we're at now in Australia. You've got a monolithic housing fund going around buying houses because they couldn't build any. And meanwhile, this organisation is mired in governance problems. It's got massive turnover. It's got a board which is collapsing. It's going so well down there that the government's appointed an observer to the board. An observer. So they send someone down from the bowels of the Treasury. They dust off their overcoat or their cardigan, and they turn up at the Housing Australia board meeting with and they don't have Christopher Pyne's cup on the wall to listen into what the monkey pod's saying. They didn't get that one. Instead, they've got. I wish they had Christopher Pyne's cup. Maybe the monkey pod could be good, but they don't have that. Instead, they've got direct access. They're in the boardroom, and we found out at Senate estimates, and Senator Darwin and I were able to hear this testimony that the observer at the board is actually not an observer. They're actually a participant, so they engage like a director. And this brings the whole integrity of the fund into question, because is this board of Labor Party appointees and political hacks making judgments about housing investments based on what's the best outcome for the people, or are they bringing in their political considerations? I mean, I used to be an internal auditor for my sins, and if I was doing an audit report, I don't miss it, thank you very much, but if I was doing a report on this, I mean, the first risk I'd say is, well, why is there a person who's not on the board in this meeting about the expenditure of large sums of public funds? I'd be very worried about that. Now, we've seen from the first round of the HAF tender that the biggest beneficiaries are the major superannuation investors, Senator Gallagher's best friends. They're the biggest beneficiary of round one of the HAF. They get $2.8 billion. I mean, it's nice money, easy money. I tell you what, if you're a super fund in Australia, you just take off your hat and you put it in the street, and it fills with money. It's a magic trick. There's rabbits and money in there, and it's a good magic trick. But this is not a laughing matter. The serious point here is that we've seen gross maladministration at the Housing Fund. We've seen fewer houses being built. Now we see this demand-driven home guarantee scheme, which is driving up prices for first home buyers. I mean, I think that the prices for first home buyers should go down, because I think they've been driven up by this government, and it's making it unbearable for younger Australians to get access to their piece of the Australian dream. It's an absolute disgrace.